2-1 away in Italy. It was a poor game for Chelsea. They dropped points again in the Champions League. Since that draw against Arsenal, they have not really won a game. I think it's about 4 games now. So Maresca, Chelsea fans are now looking at you because they were expecting like Estavo to be introduced in that game, probably when they are chasing the game, but he wasn't introduced because Estava had been scoring goals in the Champions League, but he wasn't introduced in that game. But let's see where Chelsea is going to finish when they finish the Champions League stages. But let's see if they are going to qualify for that top 8 or not. Bayern Munich won yesterday. Liverpool won without Salah. A penalty from Zoboszlai gave them the single win in that game. Fantastic for them. Let's see what happens in today's Champions League because Real Madrid is playing City. Arsenal is going away to Club Brugge. But let's see what happens in today's game. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Champions League. Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin. Welcome to another exciting show, listeners.
Good morning, also.
There's this joy. I want to be singing him now, like from nothing. Just they sing him, they go because. The only thing you can do is just sing because you don't know what to say. Well, another interesting show. Welcome, guys, to the show. What wonderful night of football in the Champions League. Some teams that were supposed to win, so won their game. Some almost gave us a scare in the likes of ATM and by Marseille. They gave us a scare from 3 goals up. They almost lost their game, if not for VAR cancelling their people's goal. It was a good game of football last night in the Champions League, and a wonderful game of football. I think today is going to be more interesting. Today, that's why I wear my no noise. 2 teams represented England yesterday, 6-time champions and true champions, and one champion.
Okay, let's see what happens in today's game. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's dive into the Champions League. Because the Champions League game happened yesterday. A lot of games happened yesterday. And the early kickoff, Kairat lost at home to Olympiacos 1-0. Bayern Munich won their game against Sporting Lisbon.
Trash, please, as
3
predicted.
goals to 1. Okay, they move on to the 9 o'clock games yesterday. Atalanta beat Chelsea 2-1. That was the 4 game. Even though Chelsea scored first in that game, Pedro scored the first goal. Pedro scored in the first game.
One champion.
Goal, but they considered 2 goals. Skamaka scored the first goal for Atalanta. Fantastic header from him. Poor defending from Chelsea. Okay, other result. Osimhen's team, galatasaray, lost away to France. France,
I've been
Monaco, 1-0.
I've been 1-0.
Union Saint-Gilloise 2, Marseille 3. PSV lost at home to Atletico Madrid 3-2. Barcelona won at home to Frankfurt 2-1. Then Inter Milan lost in Italy at San Siro 1-0 to Liverpool after that penalty from Zoboszlai. Finally, Tottenham beat Slavia Prague 3-0.
The only team that won comfortably on the night.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about the early kickoff. Bayern Munich beat Sporting Lisbon 3-1. Good game for Bayern Munich. The boy Karl again scored in 3 consecutive Champions League games, making the youngest player to do so. Fantastic for Bayern Munich, even though that Kimmich considered the first goal in that game, but they rallied around and scored 3 to win that game 3-1.
Perfect result, perfect score. No, so how much?
Yeah, be perfect result, perfect score. Perfect score na 3-0 like Tottenham score. They calm down. Perfect result, 3 points, 2 goal difference is okay for Bayern Munich. But like I said in the game yesterday, I didn't tell you it was going to be Sporting all the way. If you remember vividly, I said it was going to be tough. Toughness means it go hard for Bayern Munich to come outside, play ball, score goal without these people competing. And if you look at the game last night, they came out to compete. Let's be honest. Don't just look at the result and say.
It's nice to see you contradict yourself.
No, I'm not contradicting. Go and play. Please pull back the tape. I said it's going to be tough for Bayern Munich. It's going to be tough because these people have the high energy and intensity to play. You get me? And if you look at that game yesterday, for the first 50 minutes of the game, there was no goals. Bayern Munich was, apart from the goal they ruled out for offside or foul in the build-up play in the first 7 minutes of the game, where Karl scored and it was ruled out for, I think, foul in the build-up play or offside. I think it's a handball.
How come this guy is not seen it in the first 15 minutes?
Why had they take right to one? How they take right one?
How they not
be sporting.
At least Bayern has scored, they rule them out.
See, not be sporting. They ask how they not seen it because I told you going into this game they are the underdogs and they're going to put up a fight. If you not be now the fight, now you go to look at. Not be say they get the result. The fight. I'm going into this game. Look at how they played. Now Bayern going to talk why Bayern no score. with a record down for the first 50 minutes. Give all you had. These people had something in response for you. Until the pressure. Now, see, man, when they cause own goal, when they cause own goal, mostly now pressure from the other side. If I pressure you well, you go score own goal. You go use your hand, score yourself. And that was what happened in that game. Until after that goal, I think they just let their head. Like they say about Man United, you score one goal and you just let the position go into the team, and that was just it for them. After they scored that goal, they just let Bayern Munich go into the team. And they equalized, and after that it was just 3 back-to-back goals, and I was surprised.
They scored one goal and they felt they were comfortable enough to sit back and defend. And of course, what happens? Bayern wants them over. QED, for all the talk about for all the talk about the sporting team, how they have a new manager, he's doing better than Amorim, blah blah blah. Bro, we can roll the tape. We have video evidence. We have video evidence.
I never told you he was better than Amorim.
We have video evidence. So let's not even go there. For all the talk about all that brewer, how far last 3-1, nothing come out.
Was a fantastic game of football yesterday. Company's been doing well throughout this season. Especially this season, I think he lost 1 game in the Champions League. They have not lost any game in the Bundesliga. So he's doing well. They are flying. They are now the same point with Arsenal, even though Arsenal is going to play today. But fantastic game for them to win that game 3-1. Let's talk about other game. Chelsea went to Atalanta in Italy and lost that game 2-1. Joao Pedro scored the first goal in that game, and everybody was thinking, okay, Chelsea might run away with this, but Atlanta fought back and scored 2 to win that game 2-1. Chelsea had a couple of chances to make it 2-0, but they couldn't convert. They're still having problems in scoring goals, but it was I'll say a 50-50 game for everybody, but Chelsea losing again is not nice for them because everybody is expecting Maresca to keep improving. After that draw against Arsenal, they have not won any single game. At 3 or 4 games that they have not won. They have not won a game in a row. They have not won. So
Arsenal game, 4 games. 4 games
Arsenal
game,
2 points.
Yes. 4 games, just 2 points.
The Arsenal game makes it 4 games. They have not won at all. Just 2 points in both the Premier League and Champions League. What went wrong with Chelsea? At some point, they were chasing the good game. Even Maestro said it after the press conference that he wanted to bring Estavo out, but something happened that he couldn't bring Estavo again. But they lost that game 2-1.
Yeah, like I said, I remember I said this 2 weeks ago, and I said it last week. As a Chelsea fan, wherever you are out there in the world, now when you see lineup, you go know whether you go win match or you go struggle. QED. For all the talk about versatility of Reece James playing in the midfield, playing in the right back, I think we can all come and look at it and say that it works against certain teams. QED, because that role you are leaving Chalobah to go and play. Chalobah is not proficient in that role.
Nah, actually,
he's
played that one yesterday. Right by yesterday, yeah.
Achipong now. I think Gusto came up in the second half.
Gusto was introduced in the second half. And Tosi was introduced again.
Tosi was introduced in the last minute of the game.
He had to remove Fofana from that game. Yes.
Now, according to what we are saying, say, oh, it's not lineup. Leave lineup. Midfielder still choke. See, that midfield was still okay. Reece James, Caicedo, and whoever was there was still okay. But let's talk about the build. Let's talk about the build up in the momentum for Atlanta. Like we said yesterday, I said I'm going to support the Premier League. For Italy, only Inter Milan and Juventus I know. Any other team is just maybe just support them based on say some players they will like. Apart from Ademola Lookman, Ilicic that has retired now, and Gianluca Kamaka. Apart from these 3 players in Atlanta, I don't really get players there. Now Ilicic even introduced me to Atlanta. Ilicic at the time. Now I'm not seeing Charles replace him. Now apart from Charles, Gianluca and Ademola Lookman, Anderson was top notch in that game yesterday. Is it Emerson or Ederson in the midfield? That guy was just everywhere. Ademola Lookman coming back to recover the ball. Charles, a goal and an assist in that game, creating chances as well. It was just wanting to say this team were ready. I don't know what the manager told them in the dressing room that made them come out with a different spirit in the second half. If you look at the game, in the second half, once the second half started, it was Atlanta all the way, trying to get the goal, trying to get a win, trying to force Chelsea into errors. And see, guys.
I think
again in this game, it's just the manager's instruction in the dressing room after halftime. That's the key.
Not
even the lineup, because the lineup for Chelsea was winning the game. I disagree.
One team wanted it more. Another team was okay to sit back on 1 goal lead and grind out a result.
Chelsea was still pushing on the attack.
Look at the stats. I'm sure Godwin, you have the stats. You see what the stats is saying, man. Let's not even cap here, man.
I think the problem with Chelsea is that especially that defense. I keep saying it. I don't know when they will have to rest Cucurella, because that guy has played almost all the games this season. He's getting tired and tired and tired. You cannot play one single player every single time without giving him rest. He played the Champions League, he played all the Premier League games. Balasile played, Achipon played, Chalobah played at the right backs at some point. That James had to be moved to the
Same
midfield.
for Enzo too.
Yeah, so I don't understand how Maestro wants to make his team work, but I think this James moving to the midfield, I think he works with when a team in quotes is going to attack Chelsea the more.
They attacked the more. If you look at the game, they attacked the more.
So
it's just I think it's just the credit. I still credit to Ademola Lookman, because there were some certain runs he and Charles made. You could see that the midfield was overrun. They had more players in midfield. Caicedo and Enzo could not keep up. Even James could not keep up. Even when this guy came in, Gusto, he was in the midfield. He didn't really play as a right back in quotes. He played in that same midfield.
Godwin, we've had a conversation on this show where we talk about teams that cannot break other teams that are using a low block down, and how those teams score only when other people come. And how is it the reverse now for Chelsea? That when you have a team that is attacking you, you as a Chelsea football club, as the in quotes world champion, fake world champion, by the way,
one champion, maybe world champion,
one champion, whatever it is, you are now so super focused on defending, and even that defense you cannot, even with James in that midfield, even with Caicedo, the so-called hallowed Caicedo in that midfield, where
it's that down, they sit down. They sit down.
But okay, well, one thing that Chelsea was talking about in that game, that this guy did not play, their star boy did not play. He won't blame him, because they had to substitute a defender for
picked up a knock.
Then Fafana picked up the knock. They needed to put in Tosin, so because of that, they could not put.
It's not an excuse. Even if Enzo played that game yesterday, so even if Estaboa played that game yesterday, I'll be honest with you, 1000%. He has nothing to offer the defense.
How do you know? He has got 3 goals since
he started the Champions League. You know
who did that defense?
Djibouti.
If that's one.
Guys, name them. Even that Ederson for midfield, if he try go back, go to collect ball. It's just, I think it's the energy level for the midfield in Atlanta. Just the energy level for them, because they were just. If you look at that game vividly, see, I like Chelsea. I wanted Chelsea at least represent England well. Now get a draw and come back. You go Italy, draw. Now England they represent. Now EPL. We've been bragging about EPL all we like.
Why are we counting Chelsea to only go and draw, as if Chelsea cannot go and win?
Like I said, if at all, don't lose. That's the worst. See, the key thing is don't lose.
This is not Survival FC. This is Chelsea FC, man.
Okay,
it's the Champions League.
Well, let's see if Chelsea is going to qualify for that top 8, because if they don't qualify from the top 8, they have to play 2 more games actually extra in February. So which is going to be more
fixture
congestion for them. Remember, we still have the FA Cup that is coming in January. You still have the Carabao Cup that is still on, that is going to happen about next week. So Chelsea have a lot of games to play, but since 4 games now, they have not actually won a game in 4 games, 2 draws and 2 losses. So let's see if Marisa can turn this around. But they lost that game yesterday against Atalanta, 2-1. If you look at the statistics in that game, Atalanta had 11 shots in total. 5 of them were on target. Then 49% possession. It was basically an even game. Then they have 492 passes and 86 of them were accurate. For Chelsea, they had 9 shots in total. 5 of them were on target. They have 51% possession, 482 passes and 87 of them were accurate. It was basically when it comes to statistics.
Yeah, Chelsea has first half. Atlanta has second half.
Like a 50-50 thing for both of them. But kudos to Lookman and his team. They beat Chelsea, the Blues, the world champions, 2-1. Okay, let's move over to the other game that happened yesterday. Let's talk about the other English team that played yesterday. Spurs beat their opponent 3 goals in quickly. It was a straightforward win. We knew.
I called it here on the show, man.
We knew that Spurs was going to win, but
I called it. We called it.
It's not about we calling. You were gingering for Prague, and I was telling you, yes.
For Prague, you don't see me ginger. No, you don't see me ginger for anything before Champions League football. For Champions League football, you see me ginger for anything to be EPL.
Yeah,
roll the tape.
It's not me. Maybe you in your thoughts, maybe in your inner mind. EPL all the way.
Spurs won that game 2-0, and
forced them to commit an own goal. They scored. They scored in their own net.
Yeah, the man of the match was the young boy, Xavi Simons.
They scored. Xavi Simons with the creative chances.
Won the man of the match of the game. So let's see where they are going to finish. Good win for Spurs.
Thank
Frank,
you.
let's see. Okay, let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool went away to Inter Milan to win 1-0. A penalty from Szoboszlai in the second half won them that game. It was basically a 50-50 game too in that game. But they won without Salah. Two of their biggest strikers started that game. Ekitike and Isak. Nothing come out.
Inter Milan,
Nothing come out for
Inter
Isak.
Milan,
Isak have not scored
Inter Milan,
Isak have not scored a goal for a very, very long time. Isak has only scored one Premier League goal and one Carabao Cup goal. That's 2 goals for Liverpool since he moved to that highest fee for an English club in the summer. But he's still struggling to score goals. But good game for them too. After all the crisis with Salah and all, Salah even posted a picture of him in I think he was I think in a gym before that game. In the gym.
If you like gym.
So, but it was a good game for them. They needed this win. They needed this win because a lot of controversy, and they won it 1 goal.
It's still a penalty, bro. For all they needed this win, they needed this, bro. It doesn't solve the problem.
And VAR just give them that penalty.
Simple. What are we saying, man?
Now for invest they tried JC. I saw that penalty. But well, it's still 3 points for them.
You want to come and crucify or now pacify? Or
no, I'm just calling it what it is.
Look at the performance of the team last night. You know, I'll tell you before we talk about the results first. Talk about performance first. Results. If we see result now, see ball possession for paper. Because the narrow escape. The result on the field yesterday, performance on the field yesterday is we play for each other. Both teams were playing for each other and they were playing to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Both teams. Defense. Now we can go back and roll the tape and say, okay, fine. The defense is not the problem based on this one match.
No, na lie.
Based on no.
The defense will forever be the problem. Don't even get me started.
Understand. Don't
even get me started.
Based on this one match, we cannot go back and say, okay, the defense is not the problem. The offense was the problem.
Because Alice saved that Lautaro Martinez.
Now, but again, you now look at their Inter Milan side. The midfield was not the problem because I always complain about the midfield and the defense in Inter Milan. The midfield was not the problem. The attack was.
No,
because they don't convert their
Inter
chances.
Milan's problem for you is Kivu, not the team. He was never the team.
See, let me now tell you the truth about Inter Milan for me. The Inter Milan problem for me was the midfield, the way Kivu organized the midfield. He took up key players in the midfield and started playing a certain players. At some point, he had to draw Barella to the bench. I'm like, where did they worry you? I know I'm causing for the issue, but again, you have to drop key midfielders for me in that team. That's why I had issue with Kivu at the first place.
But I played this game too.
He played. That's what I'm saying. He played this one. So the attack was not the problem.
I think generally for
I disagree with you. It's not even
they don't convert the chances when they get now.
One thing about Liverpool in this day, we are switching formation. Isak will go to the left, move to the right. He was just moving away to find space. But when it comes to defense, Inter knows how to organize
that defense.
If you look at
Marco Bastoni,
once Liverpool has the ball, all of them are back defending. So Isak don't even see space. Who you shoot one thing. They were just everywhere. They defended where Ekitike played the whole 90 minutes, showing that he's trusting Ekitike more than Isak. That's what it means if you are still looking for a goal. But for Invest was introduced in that game. You won a penalty for them, and Szoboszlai scored that penalty in the 88th minute of that game to win it for Liverpool.
But again, look at that VAR. If to say VAR no intervene, that was not actually a foul because if you look at it, if you see
if you
look at now area ball. You don't know that Bastoni from the area boy, you don't know that come on.
If that me, I don't give that penalty.
You don't give him now because I don't even clear my post.
It's like the penalty.
I think what happened?
Is it just the last game we played? The last World Cup qualifying, the playoffs we played.
Congo.
That penalty that who made that foul again? I think it's semi-final or the final. And we are reviewing it when he was holding somebody's shirt. It's like that. It's a 50-50. That's why I think it's a 50-50.
Why I said Bastoni is supposed to, like me, if you ask me, you're supposed to just call Bastoni, flog down, like lie down, like when they flog secondary school. Because that ball was an area door. There's no way a Liverpool player is getting to that ball.
Let me tell you something about defending. If you play football, there's something I call instinct. Sometimes you just don't know where you are holding the jersey.
Thank you.
What you are holding that jersey truthfully is for you to actually track the movement of that player.
Yes.
The movement. That's why most times they hold you. They're not holding.
Put your elbow on a body.
Sometimes
put your elbow. No need to. And they go and well.
Elbow.
See, because like this, not pushing. Like this, let me blow as far.
for me, I think it's
Put your elbow for your body, not elbow. Just a tracker like this.
As I see, this when somebody holds your shirt in the 18, it's a 50-50 thing. The referee decided to give it against Nigeria versus Congo or who we played. We considered that kind of penalty too, but it wasn't reviewed and the referee decided not to give it. So in any way you want to see, the referee is right in both ways. But unlucky for
I'm just saying that pool was unnecessary.
That penalty and Szoboszlai scored to win that game for Liverpool 1-0. If you look at the statistics in that game, Inter Milan had 12 shots on target, 12 shots in total. 2 of them were on target. They had 49% possession and 488 passes. For Liverpool, they had 12 shots on target and 6 of them were on target. 12 shots in total, 6 of them were on target. They had 51% possession and 484 passes. Inter defended well in this game. But
480 passes each.
Both of them had Liverpool had more chances, but they converted one of them to win Inter Milan 1-0. Okay, Barcelona won Frankfurt 2-1. Rashford got an assist in that game, even though that Barcelona won, considered the first goal in that game. But Koundé scored 2 headers to win that game for Barcelona, 2 goals.
Simple.
Fantastic for Barcelona to
2
win.
set piece goals.
Not 2 set piece goals. One was a cross from Rashford.
2 of them are
Cry me a river, also. Cry me a river.
Set piece now.
Cry me a river.
Na set piece.
Nah, you're not across the second one there.
Na set piece.
But
Also, cry me a river.
But when they consider that first goal, I say, what if Barcelona won't do it? But they've actually fought
You
back.
don't know who they talk. Go and look at all the goals scored this season for FCB and come and tell me if there is any game where they never really score even after going 1 goal down.
Why I like Barcelona is the goal must enter that game.
It show me that.
That's why I expected Frankfurt to just score those goals. You know, I tell you for this show, that was where I was loud, and I will still be loud. I tell you before the show, say this game, Frankfurt has exported top talents.
They don't export now, no talent remain.
They just need to export goals.
They don't export talent.
Just score goals.
The goal no dey come anywhere.
Look at performance. See, it's just about performance again. Look at performance in this game.
Oh wow.
Again, this was the performance I was expecting. If to say Sporting put up this amount of performance too against Bayern, they forget the point. You get? But this is the performance I was talking about, and I said export the goals. They scored the goal. See, they scored the goal and allowed Barca build into momentum. Now the problem with me,
they don't allow anybody get anything.
If you start the game the way you intend to finish the game.
So aspire to Maguire.
It's not against Barcelona at home.
Aspire to Maguire, aspire to.
If I coach this team,
so if you,
we go score more.
So if you carry West Ham, go Newcastle.
If I carry Enyimba, if I carry Enugu Rangers,
okay,
you go win. Play Barca for Camp Nou. I dey sure of getting 1 point. I dey sure.
Okay.
If I carry Rangers, let me not be honest with you. If I carry Rangers Academy, go this Camp Nou. I dey sure of coming out with 1 point.
First. Look at the most telling indices of that match.
Say na substitute come give you assist when you use win game. Substitute.
Possession 75.4%. What are you saying?
Yeah,
can you hear yourself?
I want some
touches inside that box. Touches inside that box. 2x, no, 4x of what these other guys had.
See,
bro, you were outplayed. You were outplayed.
That's what I'm telling you. See,
you were totally outplayed.
Against Frankfurt, they lacked. I think what you see in this game, the way they started the first half, and scored that goal. It was different from the way they entered in the second half.
I have another one that will shock you now. That's in your very domot, inside your everything. Then they play you like Kolo inside your.
Okay, that's
inside Liverpool has done
this
that
before. Thing now,
there's a game you remember in the time Liverpool played 50-something passes inside the position box 18.
Normally,
and yet did not score.
Barcelona had more position in that game, more everything in that game. They considered from a counter attack, which is normal for Barcelona. But Koundé scored 2 headers to help them beat Frankfurt 2-1. Rashford had one of the first assists of that game. Fantastic cross from him. Koundé nodded it for making it 1-1. Then Yamal crossed the second one for Koundé again to score within 5 minutes. To win that game for Barcelona. 2-1. Okay, Monaco beat Galatasaray 1-0.
Can you not accept the fact that Monaco midfield pocket ball?
So they won that game. Osimhen played in that game, but
They choke.
They
Defense.
they choke am.
Zakaria say I don't get anything to do today.
They choke
Kamara
am.
thought say you see this game, we die here.
Osimhen played 90 minutes and it was tough for him. I think he had a couple of touches in the 18-yard box. They had only 2 shots in whole game. The whole galatasaray.
The first guy to
They will not be the first team to struggle against a low block and people packing Great Wall of China.
You know, considering
they will not be the first. They will not be the last.
Now look at who scored for Monaco. Arsenal reject. Balogun Folare.
Not be Arsenal reject. Arsenal sold him now.
Arsenal reject now. Underdog.
Yeah.
See, good on the night.
Yeah,
good on the night.
Good for Monaco to win 1-0. Okay, PSV lost at Atletico Madrid 3-2. Fantastic. 3 points for Atletico Madrid. Your guy scored in that game.
He always represents no two ways. Solot too.
Julian scored and Solot scored. Then Hanko scored the second goal in that game. Well, fantastic game. Even though that
2 assists from Barrios.
Yes, even though that PSV scored first in this game, but Atletico scored 3 to make it 3-1 in the 85th minute. Pepe scored for PSV to make it 3-2. It was a fantastic game.
Liverpool, that's how you do it.
A fantastic game for Atletico. They won 3-2. Okay, Marseille went away to Union Saint-Gilloise to win 3-2. Our man Greenwood
Grounded out the results.
Greenwood won the man of the match.
Greenwood and Aubameyang, fantastic.
I think 2 assists again for Aubameyang in this
and
game.
Of course, this
and
guy.
2 goals for Greenwood.
There's this Brazilian guy there. I think it's Park Shaw. Also, the guy is just Ryan Cherky Goodman.
So let's see.
But again, look at. I think in this game they had 2 goals ruled out for offside. 2 goals by Emmanuel Promise, a Nigerian who decides to be a Canadian by I don't know by how, but
fantastic for Marseille to win that game 3-2. Okay, but let's see what happens in the other game today. Okay, the last game for yesterday is Olympiacos beating Karat 1-0. Before we talk about today's game quickly and I'll give us our prediction, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. Every day, we are always live every day in case you're outside Enugu. Okay, and Athletics will be saying, I beg the Chelsea win Baka. Okay, the Chelsea will win, Baka to win no more. Okay, how is Igwe Chelsea na Stamford Bridge? I hope he is fine. Baka nearly fall my hand for the way Baka is playing. If they continue like this, they will not go far in this Champions League. Okay, Chooks is here. Chooks, welcome to the show. He say Frankfurt actually came to defend, not to play. Okay, also go they shout like say him team no waiting be Champions League. Okay. You won't carry Rangers Junior team, go get a point for Newcastle.
Like I said, I know it to be Champions League.
Okay, today I have full chest. I be full chest City fan. Come on, City, let's go. Okay.
15 times champions.
Let's check. Okay, if we go for today's game in the Champions League, early kickoff, Villarreal will play Copenhagen in the early kickoff. Quarterback will play Ajax at the 9 o'clock games today. Bayern Leverkusen will play Newcastle. Real Madrid will play Manchester City. Benfica will host Napoli in Portugal. Club Brugge will play Arsenal. Athletic Club or Athletic Bilbao will play PSG. Juventus will play Pafos, and Borussia Dortmund will play Bodoe and Glimt. Okay, let's talk about some of these games. The big one, Real Madrid versus Manchester City. It's been a couple of years now. Both of them have been meeting somehow. Last season, Real Madrid knocked them out in the playoff Champions League before the main knockout stage started. But they have a chance again.
Them Shege every year.
When City won that Champions League, they are trashed.
We exited them gracefully.
Yeah, I can remember that one.
After 7,
shamefully
they come win 1. You want now the next ever pass they make it. After 7 exiting, you exit them just so much now.
It is what it is.
You want to make noise about it.
It's 3FC.
It's
3FC.
Who wins in this game? Because
they exited last one. Now they recent one pass.
Real Madrid are struggling a little bit in the La Liga, in the Champions League. Yeah, in the Champions League too, a little bit too. But Alonso have been under pressure for a while.
Xabi Alonso is about to lose his job.
He's not going to lose any job.
Don't worry. We shall see.
He's building.
Nah, so.
You have to give him 1 year to build.
Nah, so.
Real Madrid might not give you 3 years. But they'll
Ordinary,
give you 1 year.
ordinary Lopetegui one carry was relegating, and they still gave him almost a full season. Now Xavi still for first and second, now he want sack. Lopetegui, this man.
I think Lopetegui stayed. He didn't stay for a while.
He didn't stay up to a season, but he almost stayed a season. He stayed more than half of the season. He's not,
So what's your point exactly? He doesn't have up to 1 season, bro.
he has more than a season.
He doesn't have more than a season. This one now, Okun Kasiobi, let's face facts the way it is. If he continues the way he's going, he's not going to last the end of the season.
He's going to.
I think if you finish second against Barcelona, I don't think it's still that bad.
It's not that bad.
But now Real Madrid,
I think it's just the points margin you look at.
Yes, Godwin, it's not even the point. It's not even the point margin.
Point margin you look at.
When you talk about the Real Madrid job, right? We've had managers win the La Liga and we're exited for not winning the Champions League. Yes or no? It has happened. We've had managers exited for losing the what's it called now? The El Clasico.
You know the point now.
I'm not winning the La Liga or the Champions League.
You know the problem now. The problem now is that then most of these young coaches have coached for a while, so you have a lot of experienced coaches you can shuffle and. But now, if you start, who you want to bring?
You go bring back to Lopetegui.
Men dey.
Which men?
Men dey.
Okay, this is not one coach club football again. The problem is that now everybody trusts young coaches and Toba give their ease depending on the club.
The trend is not like it's, let me say, prevalent everywhere.
Okay.
The trend now,
so
the
show
hot
me a
trend
world-class
now.
coach that is 50 plus. Don't call me one. All of them are almost retired now. That's the problem.
The
Unless you want to go bring Allegri there.
Godwin, the trend now
When
is
they be
young
world class,
coaches.
they're just good for their team.
It's not that they are not.
Against City. It's supposed to be a good game. It's going to happen in Spain, but who wins in that game?
I back my team any day, anytime.
Normally,
I back my team,
no,
bro.
so he's wearing a Real Madrid jersey.
Now EPS they play.
As a Manchester United fan,
John is wearing a City jersey, so it's going to be both
now,
of them.
Now still EPL they play now.
Yes, so there's what. Yes, what?
Like I thought, where I did yesterday, where I
I
did.
don't know by jersey.
Inter Milan, Liverpool. I tell you, I do defense. Anybody will win gets my heart. In this one, EPL was on Spain, but again, Real Madrid they play against Man City. EPL still.
Okay.
So I do on defense.
Okay, let's see who wins today. Okay, Arsenal is going to go away to Club Brugge.
It not mean say City lose, I don't go Babeleo. I go. My Babeleo go loud.
Arsenal is going to going away to Club Brugge today. Who wins in that game?
Aston Villa, please.
Which Aston Villa game? You don't like Aston. Why they bring Aston Villa?
Because I don't want to know what Arsenal they play. Aston Villa, please. Anything you want to talk now, Aston Villa wins. As long as Aston Villa can beat Arsenal, Aston Villa for the win. Anything you want to talk concerning you.
Aston for Brugge go play Arsenal. Who wins?
Arsenal,
it's going to be tough, but I think Arsenal will win.
Arsenal is still missing Saliba and
The defensive players they are missing right now will not affect.
Even Rice will not play.
I
Rice
think yellow card also.
he didn't actually travel with the squad. He didn't travel with the squad. They need to give him rest. That's why I'm talking about Chelsea and Cucurella. You have to find time to give this guy rest. He cannot play week in, week out. If he burns out, who will come play for you again?
That's the first one. The second point is that when you are building a team, you build with pairs in positions, which means
So what are
we saying, man? After spending how much to bring Ato in?
So how to do? Yeah, you need to give Cucurella a rest. But for Arsenal, he's going to rest Rice. He's going to rest. Okay, not rest though. Saliba is still injured. Nobody knows when he's going to be back. That's the thing. Arteta is not giving it time. So Arsenal fans are worried because Mosquera is almost out for 1 month now. Now only Hinka paid day for that team, but let's see how they are going to manage it. When they started the season, it was striking position, the striker position. It was only Gyökeres.
I think in
now
this game,
all the strikers are back. Now the defense.
I think in this game you have to play Calafiori and the other guy in defense.
You have to just make sure defense.
Then Lewis Kelly will play right left back.
Oh.
Or you play Ben White and
I don't feel that Ben White should play center back.
I think Ben White as center back is not really that good.
I think center back. You have not tried him that much.
I've seen Ben White play for Brighton and Leeds United, and that was
Brighton and Arsenal is not the same thing.
Wait, now,
I think at the beginning of his career, his second season in Arsenal, he played it quite well. I think he didn't trust Gabriel then before Gabriel came back to the team. He should just try better. But I'm just saying, rather than playing Timber, not any other place, rather than playing Timber, you should play White there. But the coach,
just play right
back.
That right back just fits Timber.
Yeah,
anyway.
the coach sees them. But let's see what happens in today's game. Athletic Club will play.
See, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because of where they are playing. It's going to be a very tough game for PSG to play. They might win it, or they might come up on top of this game, but it's still going to be very tough.
They are winning it by a landslide, bro.
Okay, let's talk about
so
the
they
other.
talk blowouts now.
Landslide.
Blowout. When players know they're available, players they injured, they come back gradually.
They are winning it by a landslide.
Okay,
No
by
worry, I will
Leverkusen will
remind you
play
later.
Newcastle today. Who wins in that game?
Newcastle, please.
Okay,
Newcastle.
Newcastle
But
wins today.
Hoyman, just give them this one. Hoyman, you're a top manager. I trust you. I believe in you.
You are
So
you
just
are
give
you are
Newcastle
a
this
floppy manager.
one. Hoyman,
Yes.
Hoyman.
Yes.
No, now go and look at his record.
Okay.
Top manager for Leverkusen, but he's done well for Leverkusen. But I think this one is just.
It's too early to call, man.
No,
Don't
he's
come
done
and be
well so
calling
far.
he's done well
I
for
think
Leverkusen.
it's
Where are
about,
you on the table?
I think it's about 10 games so far.
From a team that used to be unbeaten, from a team that won the Bundesliga 2 seasons ago.
They brought in this guy, Eric Ten Hag, that sold almost everybody.
It's not Ten Hag don't
Now,
even come here. That's
now,
crap
wait
coming
now.
from you. Don't come and
You know,
talk.
concern me. Who was the
It
manager when they were
wasn't Ten
selling?
Hag that sold those
No,
players.
see,
And
wait,
he was
now,
sacked
let's-
because of disagreement on the sale
Now,
of
let's-
those characters.
let's-
So it's
let's be-
unfair coming from you.
let's be honest. If club buy player, you could not send a manager buy. Abi, if club sell player, who sell am? Now see the manager.
You are more
Anything you want
knowledgeable
talk,
than that, no? So
e no concern me.
okay.
Well,
E no
I
concern
don't
me.
want to
Eric
enter-
Ten Hag sell those players.
He did not sell anybody.
I can remember one of those one when Shaka wanted to leave. He didn't want
Yes.
to let Shaka go,
Mm.
but he wanted to leave, and the club
Just
wanted
one.
to sell him. And he sold most of their players. About 5 of their players left that team. Imagine a winning team, but it's what it is. That's how when a smaller team, the same way Leicester won the title, they had to sell drink water to Chelsea. Drink water to both Chelsea and Conte moved to Chelsea. They sold most of their players, and look at where Mahrez moved to City. Yeah, you look at where they landed them. But let's see what happens with Bayern. But they're playing Newcastle today, and Newcastle is going away today. Okay, Benfica will play Napoli in today's game. Jose Mourinho is going. If he needs to win this game, if he wins this game, then he might qualify for that.
I think he won their last game.
They won his first game in the Champions League, so he needs to win Napoli somehow.
Vangelos Pavlidis.
This way the campaign never score. This your campaign no dey work.
Until he score hat-trick, I will continue to do my campaign. Vangelos Pavlidis.
Scott.
Simple.
Scott McTominay.
Yeah.
Call another person. You don't get another person. Make I give you another person. Zambo Anguisha. Make I give you another person. Rashmos Hoyland. And another person. David Neres. May I dey go? Players choke.
All
So
your players put into one.
So in this one,
reach Pavlidis.
in this one, Hoyland 2 goals. De Bruyne is not back. I will not say KDB is back fully to the team, but again, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
It's going to be very tough. But I think it's Napoli all the way.
One thing I've noticed with Napoli and Conte recently in the past couple of games, he has moved back to back 3. I've been watching
In the Champions League.
Not in
Champions
even
League.
in the Serie A. In the past 3 games, he had been, even that last game they won. Who did they win their 2-1 at the weekend? I was looking at it again. 3 at the back. I've been following him because I wanted to see when he moves to back 3 and when he moves to back 4. So every time Napoli is playing, I go to check his
Top of the table.
Yeah, so he has moved back to back 3. But let's see if he's going to play a back 3 against Benfica today. But it's going to be Benfica.
I think he's moving back to back 3 because
Yeah, I
of
think
injuries.
he's trying to move back to back 3. Okay, Juventus will play Pafos today. Who wins?
Draw.
Why?
Draw.
You know that they have a new coach now.
Irrespective.
The former, is it Spalletti? Yeah. Spalletti is not their coach. He lost at the weekend though.
Yeah, he lost at the end, but he's been doing
You
well.
made
Yeah,
my
I think-
point for
I
me.
think he's coached for the 4 or 5 games now.
Yeah, the thing about Italy is that they reshuffle coach like mad.
It's the same candidate.
Everybody, they love each other.
They have just
They move
eight
NFF
managers.
president.
Like once you blink,
NFF president.
once you blink, another they keep moving club in the same Italy.
NFF president.
8 or 10 managers moving around.
Okay.
Maresca will sit down and join them very soon. But
Okay.
again, it's going to be tough. But I think Juventus for the win.
Yeah. Okay. Dortmund will play Bordeaux and Glimt. Who wins?
Dortmund.
Okay.
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux and Glimt. Okay.
Bordeaux.
Finally, Karabakh versus Ajax. Who wins in that game?
Ajax.
Karabakh, please.
Ajax.
Both teams are struggling. Villarreal are playing Copenhagen today, but Villarreal are struggling. Even though they are third in the La Liga, just 4 points or
Villa,
so
please.
behind the league leaders Barcelona. But in Champions League, just 2 points or so they have in the Champions League. I don't even know why they are struggling so much in the Champions League. But let's see. It's going to be an interesting game today, especially the big one. Real Madrid versus Manchester City is going to be going back to Santiago. if he's going to get 3 points. I think both of them are the same point on the table, so it's going to be an interesting game of football today. Who is going to win? Will Pep was talking about Xavi Alonso in the press conference. He was making a joke that you're not going to help. He's not going to do anything. That Xavi Alonso needs to sort out his own problem, and if he sort out his own problem, he's going to last. But he believes that Real Madrid is going to give him time. Personally, I believe too.
Personally, Madrid don't have the time to start shuffling managers up and down.
Just leave Alonso. Alonso is a good coach. What he did with Bayer Leverkusen, everybody could see. He needs time. I think it took you like 2 years to do that with Bayer Leverkusen. So let's
see an impact immediately.
Yes, let's see what happens with
him. Impact.
Yeah, let's see what happens with him in that Real Madrid team. But I don't think they are going to sack him. But it's going to be an interesting game of football today, especially that game, Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Okay, let's take phone calls. Get your own prediction and your own contribution about last night's game, especially that Chelsea game. I know Chelsea fans are not really happy for what happened.
They don't know.
So we'll get your own contribution about that game. But before that, let's go to our YouTube channel and read one comment there. Chukwu Ibuka say one thing you guys should understand is that Barcelona and Real Madrid are two premium clubs. They can impatiently sack you for not winning 5 games in a row. Okay, it's possible. But let's see.
Fact, though.
Okay, let's take phone calls. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show. Good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You travel to the Emirates. I understand.
You travel
to your basement.
To go one Ateta.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
They don't carry another title cup.
No.
They don't beat you for Premier League, you run on Champions League.
Okay.
Unbeaten in Champions League, no worry.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
What about Pedro Neto? You don't know about Pedro Neto?
Thank you. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Why you no call last weekend?
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. They lost to let's ask them.
Thank you.
It's fine.
He said he went to give Ateta warning.
Okay,
No, not only warning. Which warning where you want to give Ateta where you never know?
He go London. Say he called Ateta no gree pick call. So he had to go to London to give him a serious warning.
Hello,
not
good
to try that again.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh, Pedro. Okay, what's your contribution? Your team lost yesterday. Okay. Okay. Yesterday. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. He's saying that whether Baraska, no church, no, they even they look your face. If like win the Champions League for them, you do anyhow.
That's not the most impatient club.
They will just sack you, even though that now mostly this their new.
It's
owner.
counterproductive now. Who you want to replace Maresca?
That's the problem. Now there is no. I keep saying it. There are no more in quote top coaches everywhere. Now your own coach you go come bring to your club again. It's a struggle.
May they go sign a Portuguese.
Then go bring Lampard come back.
Hello, good morning. Name and location, please, first. Okay. Oh yeah, Prince, what is your contribution? Your team know they play. Your team know they play Champions League. The banter special they play
Help
Champions
me
League.
tell Amo, please.
Okay.
So for the past 3 years now,
Non-Champions League teams have just 5 seconds to call us. So that
okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, no, man.
So for today's match,
Yeah.
Liverpool, when the United said they had to Boston, that one now, their own concern. That will not be win.
Okay.
Let me be referee, I'm not going to give that penalty.
No, Martin.
So today, City is going to win Madrid. No Mbappe, no defense, nothing.
Okay.
Mbappe had injury. So
Yes.
It's either this guy is replacing Hendrick or Cancelo, Garcia. So they have injury, they are nothing.
Okay.
So Man City is winning them 3-1.
Okay.
Then what's the PIC will spell like a bilbao.
thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see if your predictions will work today. 0706-048-5853. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please. Hey, name and location. Okay. Okay. You didn't even tell us his name.
My name no concern you now. I just gone out for life. Arsenal will win.
Okay. Let's take phone calls. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. To you. Name and location, please.
Name
and location.
please.
You will come back to Chelsea this morning. Okay. Alex, quickly.
You have just 5 seconds as you are not in the Champions League. Go ahead.
They play. Banter away.
What is happening in that dressing room is not looking funny. It's not something it's the fact it's something that we least expected that is going to be for Xabi Alonso as fast as possible. It has not been long that he just came into that. It's not as if Xabi Alonso is such a bad manager. He has played the game to the highest level. Liverpool, Bayern, even in this Madrid that he is now. So I don't understand the situation whereby he's going to be having problems with Vinicius and other colleagues. See, let me tell you, getting your dressing room right as a coach is one of the first steps in getting your team to the highest level.
You see this way just talking and no concern Mourinho.
Okay.
This way just talking and no concern Mourinho.
All right.
It's because Zabi is young now.
And
That's
if
why
they
he's
win the
having this
league.
problem.
They have many problems, and the fact that everybody has many problems, and one of the problems is that
Okay.
and if they cannot, try to keep their own down against Man City, I don't think that they are going to keep against any other team.
All right.
In the future. I just pray that they just win their game. That's my own.
All right, thank you.
very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if Real is going to win against City today. They are playing at home, so it's possible for them to win their game today. Okay, 0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning.
Straight to you. What I do
Name and location, please. Okay. Okay.
But wait, but it will also win trophies.
Yes.
Your point is 99%.
Sure.
Information, then you want to implement it even beyond what you instruct them to do. Get it right now. So this is what they are talking about. Yes, you're only quarrel with the players. Most of them are sacking to one and go. There's a link at them. Not only remind you. Some issues and what they are good. Players are scattered to sacking.
Yes.
Before I drop, I think Nassuri is getting it. I said it before. When that issue and the hill and the issue started, everywhere, even publicly, they will shake hand, they will pour and all that proper. And these players, they have to get it. They basically have some players beside them. Then another one will keep for the club. It's like what is going on between Farah and Liverpool. Definitely beyond the scene, some players even for Salah.
Yes, number.
But they may not publicly come and say that is normal. Getting your delivery. In fact, Alex is there. Get your delivery to your side. They will kill themselves for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Please, you don't just punch me this night. You just go ahead and hear what tomorrow from.
I will drink premium tears from you. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see what happens in today's Champions League. Okay, finally on our YouTube channel, Chisco is here. Say, Mares can follow for waiting fit kill me for this life, I swear.
Miguel Arteta is the cause of our problem.
Okay.
Enzo Maresca.
Glimt is saying we still don't want slot in our team. Again, he should just go in peace. Then for him to pieces us. Okay, than for him to pieces us. Okay. Finally, Okonko Mary is saying, if your girlfriend is like Chelsea defense, you will have at least 3 children by now. Okay, these are going to end today's show. Normally, Chelsea lose, they will banter you, so that is normal. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Tomorrow, we are back for another show by 8 a.m. sharp. If you are not around the you can always join us on our YouTube channel at Vote FM. So thank you once more for joining us on today's show. Thank you and Merry Christmas in advance. 25th is going to be another day. We're going to open the phone line. I think we're not going to talk much about that day. Just open the phone line for you to just gist. We have tried this year now. We'll gist on that 25th. Wish ourselves a Merry Christmas and all. Thank you for being part of this family. Thank you for being part of Vote FM, following us from morning till night. Thank you very much. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful day.
Now, if Chelsea loses, they get banter with proverbs. Then they go open up for scripture.